We had Gil here earlier in the season, and he mentioned that he would give the nod to you as being the greatest Wizard of all time. Do you feel that way yourself?
It's funny, bro, because I do. You know what I mean? Like, I know how much Gil mean to the city and, like, how he embraced the community the same way I did. I always tell people, like, I had arguments with DC guys all the time. Like, I'm taking Gil, I'm taking you. I'm like, I get it. I'm not mad at either one, but I feel like I'm that guy. You know what I mean? Just for going number one, being there, embracing the city the way I did, the way they're embracing me. Um, I always go back, man. I try to go back every summer and show love. You know what I mean? I still do my backpack giveaway there, or I try to do a turkey drive or anything just to get back because I know how much those people come from what I come from. You know what I mean? Being in Section 8, being in places where you have single moms or single dad, or you just don't have what you need. And I just always want to embrace and get back to that. So I definitely call myself the greatest Wizard, but I don't really like to say that unless other people say it. You know, like sometimes like, oh, I call myself the GOAT, but everybody else give me that recognition. So it's a debate to have, but I respect Gil for that. And I definitely want to give a big shout out to Gil because I seen him on his pod when he was talking about, like, I gave him the love of basketball back. You know what I mean? And I never knew that story. I never knew that story. Like, I just always, he said I can reach out to him. I hit Gil like, yo, what you think I can work on? What you think I can fix? And he was like, he never told me that he wasn't watching basketball. He was black, checked out of basketball. So to see that, that's a lot of love, and that's somebody that I respect. So it's a shout out to Gil for sure.
Right. That's one thing I love about this pod space is, like, indirectly you can get these stories off and hear from what other people's point of views are. When it's all said and done, you feel like number 2 should be hung in that rafters in DC?
That would be something I would love, man. For my family, I would love that. For the team that drafted me number 1, that would be great. I think for the city, they would love that and embrace that for sure. But in the day, you know, that's all up to Mr. Leonsis and his family and the Wizard organization to make that decision. But, you know, DC will always be home to me, bro. I connected with the fans. I connected with the community. They always will hold a special place in my heart. But for damn sure, my jersey should be in the Raptors, bro.
John, I want to rewind a little bit to your time when you were playing with the Clippers, which was a fun year. Everyone was excited. And you guys had a road game, and you went back to D.C., and you hit some big shots. The crowd was going crazy. I think you said something like, "This is my city." But just walk us through that moment, going back to D.C. and having the game you had. What was that like for you personally?
It was amazing, bro. It really, still to this day, give me chills because, I mean, being there for 10 years, getting drafted number 1 there, my mom being there, being in that moment, you know what I mean, being close to North Carolina, only 4 hours away. And the city embraced me the way they did. And I remember leading up to the game, it was like they wanted to draw the first play for me and all this. I'm like, bro, let's just play. Like, I don't want the first play. I just want to play. And I missed some easy shots, and I was like, damn, bro, I'm playing bad. I want to win. It was a good game. They didn't have a lot of their players playing, but, you know what I mean, P and Nico and Watt held it down and made some big plays. But being in that moment, I had so much love. You know what I mean? Like, I bought so many tickets, and everybody that had a part in my life being there since I was a skinny 19-year-old kid with no facial hair, no kids, no nothing, no tattoos.
No tats, yeah.
They all, I had my cleaning lady there. I had people that worked on my house. I told some of the people that's like the ushers at the arena not to work. I would buy them tickets, like to have somebody else go for them. So when I made that shot and I turned around and looked at the crowd, I felt like I was in a Wizards jersey. Like, it felt like everybody looked at me, and I'm like, this is still my city. And I used to always say that when I was in that moment. And to see everybody raise up and give me that type of love, I was like, damn, they really love me here. This is a place I will always call home. So it was definitely great to get that win there.
Yeah, it definitely had goosebumps around that whole thing. Because, shit, we went to San Antonio. We saw the shit that went on with Kawhi in San Antonio. We go to Indy. Different reception. Then we in Washington in DC, and it was just like you said, it was like you were still there. You know what I mean? And you felt it. Like, you felt the love that they really have for you, and the sadness of you leaving, and, you know, the respect that they have for you, because you meant so much. And then you just see kids with the 2 Wizards jersey and in the crowds, and I remember just playing, and I'm looking around like, there's a lot of, like, John Wall support in here.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that was just a dope moment, bro. And I'm happy that they sent you off like that. I'm happy that you had that moment to bring peace to, I feel like, that situation as a whole. And man, that was awesome. That was nothing but love there.
It felt so dope for me because I forgot when I went there with Houston, it was COVID. You know what I mean? So it was no fans allowed. So I got to play one time, but it was no fans there. So that's why I say it was so much, because I know a lot of people wanted to go, but it was no fans. So when I went back and I was with the Clippers, and to be there with y'all, like guys I known for a long time, and to get that love and get the video, it definitely gave chills.
Prize Picks is America's #1 fantasy sports app with over 5 million active members. Get in on the daily action with your friends and become a part of the Prize Picks community today. With Prize Picks, you can turn $10 into $1,000 in a single game watching your favorite sports this summer. You can make a Prize Picks lineup in as little as 60 seconds. You just need to pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections, and you're locked in. So download the app today and use code PODCASTP for a first deposit match up to $100. I repeat, download the app today and use code PODCASTP for a first deposit match up to $100. Pick more, pick less. It's that easy.